from Harley White. Offense's own face-off coming up for the Black Bears. Played down low, Chris Hunt. Hunt looking for Luke Richards. He'll play it off the sideboards. Richards looked to chip it through. Ivashkin right there. Ivashkin takes a hit from Chris Hunt. Puck played in deep. Below the goal line, Tyler Pikarski. His pass intercepted by Ivashkin. Ivashkin skating in. Pass out in front looking for Lopez. And it's pushed into the far side corner. Now McCartney. McCartney on the backhand. Flips it up into the near side corner looking for Pikarski. Played at the blue line. Bat off the stick of Lopez. 2-on-2 with Richards and McCartney. Richards, he'll play it out in front. Off the stick now. It's sent out in front and cleared away. Good play there from Chad Lopez on the back check. Austin Thompson through center ice for Chad Lopez. Lopez looked to leave it off for Ivashkin. Played back by Hunt on a backhand. A few sticks get a piece of it. Now Walters to Coachman. Coachman playing it in. Austin Thompson going to chase. Now Chris Hunt off the half wall for Stavros Soilis. 13-15 remains in the first. Soilis walking down. Pass out in front looking for Laporte. Laporte picking it up. Leaves off for Soilis. Soilis in the face-off circle. His shot smothered by Forget. Face-off held up by Noah Wild to the far side for Brett Parker. Parker skating out with it, threw it down to Harley White. White on the stick. He's going to play it for Justin Laporte on the near side. Laporte leaves it off for Wild. Now up for Wild along the near side. He's going to take a hit along the boards. Laporte swiftly moves the puck through the neutral zone. Taylor cutting into the far side corner. Brett Parker skating on. Parker forgot the puck while he was walking in. Christopher Meritea for Justin Laporte. Now back where Laporte will pick up with Gino D'Angelo. Held off and screened. It'll be Christopher Meritea. Pass off Laporte. Laporte can't handle it. Hand was raised for icing, now waved off. Taylor cutting, gets a touch that plays it into the offensive end. 12:08 remains. Pass at the blue line, the other blue line, Levac. He'll play it in for Gullo. Gullo handed off on the puck by Newberg. Played into the far side corner. Leeson with Mac Lewis. They work along the glass as some help comes, and we're going to get a whistle. As it looks like the goal came off its moorings, and that'll bring us to 11:50 on the clock. 8-1 the shots in favor of the Black Bears. Played off Leeson. Leeson unable to get the pass off. It's back into the neutral zone for Kirkby. Kirkby working off Leeson. Kirkby to the backhand. He's skating in. Going to be taken down. Kirkby looking all around the world for a penalty. He's not going to get one. And now an icing is called on the other end. .11:32 remains in the first period. Cudmore, he'll pick up behind the cage. Pass off Levac. Levac for Cudmore. Cudmore D-to-D with Thomas McGuire. McGuire pass up for Leeson, and that's going to be an icing as well. No penalties to this point of the game. So we're just about 9 minutes in. low, leaves it off for Leeson in the face-off circle. Leeson skating out with it, and he's going to gain the offense zone. He'll chip it down, find out by Forget, and he gloves it away, and he'll hold on to it at 11-10. Offensive zone face-off. This one going to be picked up by the Black Bears. Boiler out for Ivashkin. Ivashkin plays it off his skate. Chris Hunt comes to lay a hit. It's for McCartney. McCartney, he'll throw a shot on net, and Forget closes it with the blocker between him and the sweater and makes a good save. Near side face-off. Anderson wins back for McCartney. McCartney threw a shot on net. That one just went wide. JT Walters comes away with the puck. He'll go D to D with Matthew Boilar. 10:45 remains in the first period. Still scoreless between the Mammoth and the Black Bears. Skating up Chad Lopez. Lopez through the offense zone. Tried to get by Pikarski. And Pikarski with a good poke check away. Chris Hunt lays a hit on. Down in the corner there, looking for a call, was Austin Thompson. McCartney skates away with it, plays into the near side boards. Kyle Powell will leave it on a backhand for Nikita Ivashkin. Ivashkin skates through. Ivashkin at the red line, worked off the puck. Stavros Soilis back for Maratea. Maratea through the neutral zone for Laporte. Laporte right at the red line, going to play it in. Powell on the far side end line. That one off a skate. Stroyas picks up, playing it down for Wild. Wild couldn't get a deflection. Forget just got a piece of it with the pad. Out to the blue line, Gibbs. Gibbs threw a shot on net. Forget another save, and he'll hold on to it to freeze the puck at 9:51.
Your Hornet Health provider of the game, Brian Jarvis. Dr. Jarvis is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in joint replacement surgery.
As we have our under 10-minute media timeout. Here from the first arena. Hopefully we have the sound all figured out for everyone watching at home. Binghamton 25-9-2 this season. Elmira 12-21-4. The Black Bears playing short-handed tonight. Tyler Jurich on the bench, with Brent Sherwood being ejected last night, receiving a one-game suspension for his incident with Billy McCreer. Both coaches would end up getting a one-game suspension. Jurich out and Yarwood out as well. Those two guys in the top 5 on the team in assists. And then a guy like Gavin Yates. He's 5th on the team with 33 points. He was suspended for a game last night due to some altercations with the officiating crew in Binghamton. So he received a one-game suspension. And the Black Bears rolling 9 forwards, 5D, and the 2 goalies. Very similar to what the Mammoth had last night with a few of their bodies out. The Mammoth just about back to full strength when they get MJ Merkel and Kyle Stevens back tomorrow. And hopefully Nathan Campbell fairly soon. Off the face-off, Gibbs with a shot, and saved by Forget. Coachman and Wild with some pushing and shoving. Now Soilis getting in there. Wild being held back by Newberg. Justin Coachman, former coach of the Watertown Wolves, playing for the Black Bears. One of the 5 defensemen they have suited up tonight. Off the face-off, back for Gibbs. Gibbs, he'll throw it on net. Forget sticks it into the corner. Played to the far side where Christopher Maratea pinches in. A shot coming on. Stick save by Forget. Mac Lewis glides away, and it's back for Newberg. Newberg into the offense zone. Drop pass there for Kirkby. Kirkby with room. He shoots that one off the back of the glass. Played out to the blue line where Newberg picks up along the half wall. Down for Kirkby, who catches it, plays it down to his tape. Maratea and Kirkby both go down to the ice. Kirkby missing a glove. Jabbing at it, Maratea. Comes out for Kirkby. Kirkby pass out in front. Right to Harley White. Harley White makes the save. And now some more physicality between these two teams. Both teams with 5 fresh skaters coming on at 9:08. Gino D'Angelo in on the face-off. Official Dylan McGuire and Taylor Cutting to step back. Cutting with a push on Leeson right in the face-off circle. Levac plays it into the neutral zone. Kept to the skates of Colin Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald drop pass for JT Walters. Walters off the sideboards. D'Angelo plays it back through and tapped along. Golo takes a body right out through the neutral zone. Now coming the other way is D'Angelo. D'Angelo shoots, glove save for Harley White. And there's going to be a penalty coming up here. It's going to be on Blake Cudmore. It's going to be interference on Blake Cudmore. So 2 minutes to Cudmore, and we have our first penalty of the game and our first Vincenzo's Pizzeria penalty kill of the game.
This penalty kill is presented by Vincenzo's Pizzeria.
The Black Bears power play this season, they're at 27%. That's good for first in the FPHL. 47 power play goals this year. And for the Mammoth, they're at 81.3% on the kill. That's 6th in the league. Immediate clear off the face-off where Colin Fitzgerald has to skate back to pick up. Fitzgerald away behind Forget. Leave it off for Ivashkin. Ivashkin pass off for Chad Lopez. Lopez into the offense zone, playing it down for Ivashkin. Ivashkin shoots that one wide. Kirkby out to the blue line. He takes a big hit from Gibbs. Lopez across. Lopez playing it right in front of the crease. Nobody could get to it. Now picked up by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald for Kirkby on the far side. Kirkby throwing it down low. Ivashkin touch pass. Lopez blocker save White. Fitzgerald pass out in front. Kirkby shoots that one blocked. Far side Austin Thompson. Back to Fitzgerald who's running the point. Fitzgerald. He'll play for Ivashkin. Ivashkin keeps it in the zone. His shot saved out in front by White. Wild tries to play it. Lays a blow on Kirkby. Another one that's wide. Under a minute left on the power play. Back for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, Lopez with a drive and a glove save by White.
Number 60, White.
Mammoth penalty kill doing wonders here. And it's all credit to Harley White. In between the red posts.
Elmira fans, let's make some noise on this penalty kill.
52 seconds remains on the penalty kill with 7:32 in the first period. Face-off won by the Black Bears. They keep the same power play unit out there. Ivashkin for Fitzgerald, far side Kirkby. Kirkby walking in. His shot just got a piece of the glove of Harley White and skyrockets out of play.
Let's go, Mammoth. Let's go, Mammoth. Let's go, Mammoth.
41 seconds left on the man advantage. Held up in the face-off circle, played back. Kyle Powell can't handle it, and it clears his own. Powell skating way back in his defensive end. Black Bears look to regroup with half a minute left on their power play. Kirkby skating into the offense zone. His pass intercepted there. Levac plays it into the near side corner. Ivashkin has it jabbed away. Kyle Powell picks up the blue line for Kirkby. Kirkby on the far side. Plays for Ivashkin. Ivashkin will pick up at the blue line. 10 seconds remains on the man advantage. Ivashkin, cross ice for Kirkby. Kirkby played it from his skate, shot out it for Harley White, able to cover it with the glove. Now Ivashkin with some pushing and shoving in the crease with Nick Gullo. Every man on the ice had a body other than Kyle Powell, who was standing by himself at the blue line. Powell not wanting to get involved in the extracurriculars early on here. Another offensive zone face-off, just one coming with 4 seconds left on the power play. Cudmore standing and ready to work out of the box. Anderson to the blue line. Powell, he'll send a drive in, blocker saved by White. Cudmore out of the box. Successful Mammoth penalty kill. Gibbs looked to shuffle it through, kicked in by Powell. Cutting, dumps it back in. Delayed offsides there on the Black Bears. 6.5 minutes remain in the first period. Piekarski off the end boards. Luke Richards just got a touch, but it's stolen back by Powell. Through the skates to Dalton Anderson. Anderson will come away with it. Gains the offensive zone. Anderson on the far side on the backhand. He'll play it out in front. And it's back out to the blue line. Piekarski. Piekarski's shot blocked by Parker. Cudmore and Piekarski go D to D. Played back in for Richard McCartney. And they're going to get an icing. It looks like McCartney didn't get a touch on it. At exactly the 6-minute mark in the period. Face-off won by Binghamton out to the blue line. JT Walters. Walters plays it below the goal line where Kirkby will pick up. Played back for Newberg. Newberg looked to wrap it around to the far side. Finds McCartney. McCartney for Cudmore. Cudmore for Piekarski. Piekarski back up for McCartney. McCartney unable to get a touch on it. Icing waved off. 5:35 left in the first period. Still scoreless between the Black Bears and the Mammoth. Mac Lewis with speed down the near side. He's going to hold on to it, wrap it around to the far side corner. Skating along the half wall. Blake Cudmore able to play it back for McGuire. McGuire waits behind the cage of Harley White. Pass up Laporte. Laporte unable to clear it out of his zone. Kirkby playing it back down low, but the only one to it is Blake Cudmore. Cudmore to the near side as Tom McGuire gets it past the blue line. To the skate of Ivashkin. Ivashkin for Walters. Walters to the far side. Boilar back to Walters. Played up for Chad Lopez. Lopez able to get it up and trying to jump by was Colin Fitzgerald. He's going to send flying to the ice. And Gullo gains the red line and plays it in deep. Mammoth send 4 new skaters on as we hit the under 5-minute mark of the first period. Fitzgerald waiting for the troops to rally. He'll start his way past the dashes. Gains the center ice logo. Pass up for Kyle Powell. Powell skating in. Threw a shot on net that was blocked by Cody Gibbs. Ivashkin behind the net. Working his way out with it. A shot coming on. Harley White makes the save. Puck still loose now. It gains the blue line. Shots right now 18-5 in favor of the Black Bears. Maratea playing back for Levac. Levac for Cody Gibbs. Gibbs skating through center ice. The defenseman with speed couldn't handle it. Coming in to save it was Tate Leeson. Gibbs back to Leeson. Leeson walking in. Couldn't get the shot off his stick. He had Forget beat. Played out to the blue line. Nick Gullo can't keep it in front of him. Brett Parker has it batted off his stick by Maratea. Dumped to the far side corner. Nick Gullo. Gullo elects for a change. The Black Bears will have room as they pick up. Played in for Boilar. Batted off his stick by Luke Richards. A swiping effort as that puck sent into the scorer's table at 3:23. out a clock issue here as that puck went into the scorer's table. They forgot to stop the clock. But either way, it's going to bring immediate timeout. The under 5-minute media timeout, the final media timeout here of the first period. You heard it there from Steve Donner. Box lacrosse is back in Elmira, which is huge. It's going to be a doubleheader in a few weeks. Puck back in play, though, as it's back into the defensive end for Piekarski. Piekarski looked to play it through the zone, hand raised, but it's right to Forget. Forget elects to hold on to it and frees the puck at 3:08. Offense zone face-off, McCartney. He'll play it low for Luke Richards. McCartney picks up in the face-off circle, threw a shot on net. That one missed the near side post. Piekarski pinch, his shot goes into the near side corner, but into the netting and out of play at 2:55. Tyler Piekarski, former teammates with a few of these Binghamton Black Bears, started off the season in Binghamton. Was traded just a few weeks into the season here to Elmira, and he's been a mainstay of this Mammoth defense. Anderson in the face-off circle, and now they're going to get a whistle. And that'll bring it right back to the circle. Far side where the pill will be dropped. With Kirkby and Dalton Anderson. Richards looked to play it back to the blue line. Newberg scoops it away. Played down low for Hunt. Hunt tried to clear the zone, caught out of the air by Newberg. Newberg shot off a few sticks, deflected, and another one out of play. 6 or 7 free souvenirs being handed out tonight, just in the first period alone. Still 2:45 to play. Good crowd here tonight. That first arena obviously going to bring it with Binghamton only 45 minutes down the road here from Elmira. Boilar left for Kirkby. Kirkby changes direction, will work to the far side. His pass got a piece of Laporte. Laporte plays it to the far side. Sawyer's held up at the blue line. Looking to clear the zone. Now it's batted off the stick of Sawyer's. Out into the neutral zone. Mac Lewis to the near side for Boilar. Boilar skates back into his own zone. Pass in front of the bench of the Black Bears. A saucer pass intercepted by Soilus. Soilus into the offensive end. Down the far side, JT Walters face guarding him. Right into Forget's glove, and he'll hold on to it at 2:07. Noah Wild and Justin Coachman having some words with each other. Richmond, a big physical presence here for the Binghamton Black Bears. Far side face-off. Nick Gullo steps in with Chad Lopez. It's played back for Tate Leeson, held up in the circle. JT Walters comes to pick up. Picked up at the red line. Nikita Ivashkin has it just jumped off his stick. Harley White clears his own, coming way out of his cage to make the play on it. Heads up play there from 6-0. Played down to Harley White, and White comes out and he'll cover it up at 148. A lot of stoppages here in this first period. Game started at 6:35, just approaching 7:20 Eastern time. We're still in period one. In the face-off dot, going to be won by the Black Bears. Austin Thompson to the blue line for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's shot rips into the near side corner. Ivashkin skates by Merite. He'll look to play it out in front. Harley White plays it back to himself with a stick and holds on to it. .135 now remaining in the first period. Dalton Anderson on the faceoff. Ivashkin threw a shot on net and a great glove save by Harley White. Talk about flashing the leather. Anderson holds it up in the faceoff circle. McCartney looks to get to it. Played back in deep. McCartney will now skate away with it through into the neutral zone. Chad Lopez jabbing at it, and it works its way into the defensive end where the Black Bears will pick up. It's by Colin Fitzgerald. Luke Richards pinches in. Walters comes back to the near side to play it. Kept in the offense zone by Anderson. Anderson looking down low for McCartney. Richards skates on. He just got a piece that Walters kept in front of him. Austin Thompson skates the other way. 1 minute remaining here in the first. Thompson to the near side for Ivashkin. Dalton Anderson swipes it through to the far side. Picked up at the half wall by Boilar. Boilar absorbs the hit there from McCartney. Keeps on trucking. Ivashkin skating out with it. Gonna hold it up at the blue line. Skate right into the high slot where Cody Gibbs picks it up. And we're going to get a slash with 37.7 left here in the first. It's going to be Luke Richards for 2 minutes for slashing. So with just 37 seconds left on the clock, Binghamton will have a power play heading into the end of the first. Richards into the box for 2 minutes. Mammoth 1 for 1 tonight on the kill as we're going to get a violation on the face-off. Just 2 penalties thus far here in the first, both to the Elmira Mammoth. Brings Levac into the circle. Levac able to play it through. Powell fakes a slap shot. Spins by Gullo. Powell to the far side for Brett Parker. Parker past Newberg. Newberg circles it for Powell. Powell threw a shot on net. That one blocked out in front. Newberg tried to throw it on net. Finds a stick of Gullo right in front of Harley White. Harley White able to get to it with the glove.
Number 60, Harley White.
The 21st shot of the first period on net there for the Black Bears. Jeremy Forget only facing 5 shots in the first. Far side face-off circle held up by Gullo. Now out to Parker. Parker cycles it. Powell. Powell the drive. That one, another save by White. Gibbs looks to clear the zone. Kept to the skates of Boilar. Boilar dumps it in deep. Newberg playing it out in front. Comes to Harley White. He's going to jump on top of it and hold on with 5 ticks left in the period number 1. Mammoth spending the majority of this period in their defensive end. Forget gonna have to stay crisp down there So Harley White looks locked in tonight. Off the face-off with just 6 seconds left now. We're going to get a violation. That resets the draw. Mac Lewis comes in. Plays out Boilar. Boilar threw a shot on net, blocked by Levac. Another shot. That one just went wide of Harley White. And that will be the end of 20 minutes of hockey between the Elmira Mammoth and the Binghamton Black Bears. Similar to last night, this first period ends scoreless, 0-0 between Elmira and Binghamton. A minute 23 going to be remaining on the penalty to Luke Richards for slashing. So when we get back here to start the second period of action, it'll be a Binghamton Black Bears power play. As the end of the first period comes, 23 shots for the Binghamton Black Bears, 5 for the Elmira Mammoth. And with that, we're going to take a quick break here on the Elmira Mammoth Mixler and Elmira Mammoth YouTube. Don't go anywhere, folks. Still 40 minutes of hockey left to play here at First Arena. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to First Arena. Hopefully we have some volume issues fixed up for you guys. And this one, 0-0 between the Binghamton Black Bears and the Elmira Mammoth. I'm Jake Johnson here in the First Arena press box, and very similar to last night, we saw with the Elmira Mammoth a very feeling out sort of game in the first 20 minutes, but Binghamton really owned that first period of play. 23 shots on net. Jeremy Forget not tested at all. Only 5 shots for Elmira. Harley White keeping the Mammoth in this game, made some spectacular saves in that first period to keep this thing scoreless. But we're going to take a look around the FPHL tonight. Port Huron up 2-1 on the Motor City Rockers. That's important because those two teams just separated by 1 point in the Continental Division. Danbury and Watertown, that game started at 7:30. Still scoreless between those two teams. Delaware and Columbus haven't had puck drop just yet. Scheduled for 4 more minutes at 7:45 p.m. And Carolina and Mississippi, they're scoreless at 0 as well. And between Binghamton and Elmira, just 2 penalties in the first period of play. Things did get a little chippy a few times in the blue paint, but for the Mammoth and for the Black Bears, both teams really feeling each other out early on here. And I think in the second period, we'll see one team really put their foot on the gas pedal and start to bolster their way through the rest of this game. Last night for the Elmira Mammoth, they head into the break with a 1-1 game against the Watertown Wolves, and now they're going to be heading into this one 0-0 against the Binghamton Black Bears. The Black Bears are going to start this second period on the power play for 1 minute and 23 seconds. Luke Richards going to be heading to the box for the first minute and a half or so of this period, as the Black Bears will get that league-leading first power play unit out there, sitting at 27%. Mammoth 1 for 1 tonight already on the penalty kill. They've had 47 power play goals this season, and they're looking to get number 48 to break open some scoring here at First Arena. "20 minutes on the clock. The penalty kill unit of the Mammoth: Cody Gibbs, Chris Maratea, Nick Gullo, and Mo Levac. And that normal power play 1 unit out there for the Black Bears: Kirkby, Thompson, Chad Lopez, Colin Fitzgerald, and Nikita Ivashkin. 20 minutes on the board, and we're set for the second period of hockey here at First Arena. Thompson skating down. He's going to lose his edge and go down to the ice. Picked up at center ice. Fitzgerald and Ivashkin nearly run into each other. Black Bears retain possession. They'll look to get set up here for what time they have left on their power play. Kirkby in the offense zone for Ivashkin. Ivashkin walks in. He shoots, and Harley White got a piece of it with the shoulder. Fitzgerald to the blue line. Far side Kirkby. Kirkby holding on to it for now. Skating to the near side. To the point Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald finds Ivashkin. Ivashkin walking in, threw a shot on net. That one just missed the near side post. And it's played down there with a high stick by Tyson Kirkby. And that'll stop play. Mammoth had cleared the puck out of the zone. Kirkby was trying to keep it just inside the blue line, but it'll bring a center ice logo face-off. Actually, now it looks like they're going to be moving the face-off down to the far side corner in the Mammoth offensive zone. No Gavin Yates tonight. No Tyler Jurich. Black Bears win the face-off. It's up for Ivashkin. 2-on-2. He has Austin Thompson with him. Ivashkin skating into the offensive zone. Goes to the far side. Walks into the face-off circle. It's batted off his stick and cleared down by Mike McCartney. It hit the official, so the puck didn't go all the way down. The linesman helping out the Black Bears there. Fitzgerald drops it back for Ivashkin, who picks up at the red line, and he'll play it in deep to the near side corner. Jabbing at it, McGuire. Works down low for Thompson. Thompson back to Kirkby. Richards out of the box in 5. Ivashkin whiffs on the shot. Back to the blue line, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald throwing it on net. Dalton Anderson got down to get a piece of it with a stick. Richards back to the ice. Mammoth back to full strength. Black Bears keeping the pressure on. It's played out in front. Harley White diving at it, and he'll cover up. So the Mammoth 2 for 2 tonight on the PK. Last night the Black Bears were 2 for 5 on the power play, a 40% mark. Both their goals came on the power play. Chris Hunt comes away with the face-off. Hunt missed last night's game in Watertown, back in the lineup tonight for the Mammoth. Played into the neutral zone where Chris Hunt picks up. He's going to play it in deep. Jeremy Forget comes out of his cage to play it. First action he's seen here in the second period. Gets by Brett Parker. Harley White scoots out of the cage, plays it to the far side for Chris Hunt. Hunt bangs it off the backboards where Matthew Boilar stands and picks up. He gets worked from Noah Wild and Stavros Soilis. Pikarski clears his own. The defenseman Tyler Pikarski skating after it. Kyle Powell going to be the first one to clean up the zone. Parker at the red line. To center ice for Gino D'Angelo. D'Angelo into the offensive zone. Played off his stick by Pikarski. Pikarski has it caught up in his skates. And an unlucky break there for the Mammoth. They were looking to break out. Golo goes high off the glass to the skates of Laporte. Picked up now by Soilis through center ice. Soilis to the near side for Hunt. Hunt going to play it in deep. Skating after it, Mo Levac. Unable to get a stick on it was Golo. The puck works its way back into the defensive end. D to D go the Mammoth. Back for Maratea. Maratea looking for Gibbs. Gibbs just got a piece of it, but not enough. And it's cleared all the way down by the Black Bears. Hand raised by White. And an icing call at exactly 17 minutes here in the second period. Offensive zone face-off here for Elmira. Still with just 5 shots on net. Fans wanting the official to drop the puck. He finally does. 3 minutes in here to the second stanza. Caught out of the air by Merite. He plays it back down to his tape. Levac to the far side, skating onto it. Tate Leeson. Leeson just avoided a hit from Coachman, and the puck clears his own. Cody Gibbs in the defensive end. Drop past Maratea. That one batted up into the air. Caught by Kirkby. Plays it down to his stick. Pass out in front. Cody Gibbs with a good defensive play. Tate Leeson the other way. 3-on-2 for Elmira. Tate Leeson for Levac. Levac down low looking for Leeson. Off the back of the skate of Coachman. And it clears. Skating after it, Mac Lewis. And Cody Gibbs going to win that foot race for another icing call. Talked about the first period, a lot of stop-and-go action between Binghamton and Elmira. And a lot of the same here in this start to the second period. Offensive zone face-off. Anderson and Newberg works its way to the near side as it rings around. Kirkby plays it through. Picked up by Mac Lewis. Lewis with no help. We're going to skate in the offensive zone. Can't get by Cudmore. Luke Richards away with the puck. Richards up for McCartney. McCartney skating into the offensive zone. Worked off by Fitzgerald. Both guys still working after the puck goes through the legs of Richards to the blue line where McGuire and Kirkby stand. Dalton Anderson look to play it back in. Delayed offsides on Elmira. Stolen back at the red line by Anderson. Finds McCartney. McCartney touches for Richards. Richard in the offensive zone. His shot, glove save, Forget. Forget with his first test of the second period. Some good passing work from the Mammoth in the neutral zone. Near side faceoff. Won by Binghamton. Kyle Powell plays to the far side. Pinching was Chris Hunt, who looks to be playing some defense here tonight. Austin Thompson one-on-one with Pikarski. That shot blocked by the stick of Pikarski and out of play. Binghamton and Chad Lopez Have that face-off played into the far side corner. Hunt looked to lay a hit. He's going to be taken down. Just comes to Harley White. And off his stick. Able to catch it with the glove and hold on to it. And now it'll be a near side face-off. Won by Noah Wild. Back for Chris Hunt to the far side for Richard Jelenskis. First action we've seen from Jelenskis tonight. Flipped up into the neutral zone, skating down to pick up Kyle Powell. Jelenski's on his back. Powell goes to the far side, skates above the top of the circle. His pass finds Thompson at the blue line. Thompson skating in. He's going to dangle by, goes for Lopez. Lopez walking in, a big save by Harley White. He got the pillow out to make the save. Mammoth go the other direction. Jelenskis. He hits the linesman. And it'll be Binghamton going back the other direction. 2-on-1. Chad Lopez with Nikita Ivashkin. Lopez skating in to the backhand. Walks in. Doesn't get the shot off his stick. Now plays it out in front. Blocked by Pikarski. Mammoth filling up the passing lanes to the blue line Boilar. Boilar walking in. His shot deflected in front. Back out to the blue line Fitzgerald. Touchdown low for Ivashkin. Ivashkin takes a hit from Hunt. Able to get back to his skates. Ivashkin on the backhand. He'll walk in. He'll take a shot and spin. Another one that's blocked by Pikarski. Mammoth can't clear. That one dumped down low. Pikarski takes a body there from Austin Thompson. Now Soilus along the half wall. He's just going to clear the zone. That puck going to reach the red line, and an icing is going to be called. And that Mammoth group and those 5 skaters been on the ice for quite a while.
Elmira fans, let's give a happy birthday, happy 7th birthday to Mia.
And at 14:07, the Mammoth's going to catch a lucky break there with immediate timeout.
And happy birthday, Jeff Bishop and Mason Bishop.
Both these teams still working for that first goal into the back of the net. Forget only 6 shots faced thus far, and for Harley White, 24 shots, 24 saves. Offensive zone face-off upcoming for the Black Bears. Immediate timeout, and the lamp goes still spinning red right now. Now it goes off, and we're set for play. Gino D'Angelo with Nick Golo works its way out for Chris Hunt. Hunt for Jelenskis. Jelenskis skating through center ice. Going to gain the offense zone. Jelenskis on the backhand through a shot on net. Stick save for Forget. Nick Golo in the offense zone. To the blue line, McGuire. McGuire walks in through a shot. Bangs off the backboards. Held up along the back of the netting. Played to the far side. JT Walters flips it through the neutral zone. Tom McGuire as center ice picks up. Levac looks to clear it in. Played by McGuire. Walters. Far side for Taylor Cutting. Levac there works its way out for Tate Leeson. Leeson skating around the net. Walking in through a shot on net. Forget with a save. To the skates of Golo. Go to the blue line Maratea. Maratea D to D Gibbs. Gibbs shot blocked by Cutting. Finds Tate Leeson in the far side corner. Leeson for Golo. Golo back to Gibbs. Gibbs walking in. His shot right in front. Hit Forget. And he made the big save. Binghamton going to skate away with the puck. Gino D'Angelo, touch pass there looking for Brett Parker. And swung away by Christopher Maratea. Left off by Harley White. Levac at the red line, going to gain the zone. Look to play it in for Luke Richards. He was swarmed by Black Bears. Into the far side corner, Kyle Powell. Powell off the sideboard. Tyson Kirkby gains the offense zone. Christopher Maratea with some good defense. And Coachman, a shot and a glove save by White. White looked to keep the play hot, but the official blew the whistle, and it'll bring a face-off. Offensive zone face-off to the blue line. Coachman going to play it in deep to the far side. Tom McGuire on the backhand looking for Luke Richards. Stolen away Kirkby. Kirkby for Newberg. Newberg on the backhand. Coachman decided to stay home. And Cudmore plays it to the far side. D to D McGuire. Played up for Richards. Hand raised, and that brings an icing call at 12-18. Face off on the far side, picked up by Blake Cudmore. Cudmore got high off the glass, kept in the offense zone just momentarily, and still kept in there by Mac Lewis. Lewis at the blue line, threw a shot on net, found Kirkby right in front. Kirkby going to work to the far side. A few Mammoth sticks jabbing at it. Held up along the half wall. Tom McGuire scooching it through. Now Jelenski's with a break. Excuse me, that's Luke Richards for Richard McCartney. Richard McCartney walking in. He's going to hold on to it. Shoots out Forget. He closed the pads in time and made the save. Near side offensive zone faceoff coming up for Elmira. One back for Tyler Piekarski. Piekarski throws a shot on net and a glove save by Forget. Mammoth picking up the shots here in this second period. Held up in the face-off circle. Laporte circled and threw a shot on net that just missed the far side post of Jeremy Forget. So this for Piekarski. Piekarski plays it off the glass in the neutral zone. Picked up by Chad Lopez. Lopez skating into the offensive end. Tyler Piekarski taken down, plays it from a skate, and it's right in front of Harley White. He'll smother it up in the blue crease. Mammoth relying heavily tonight here on Harley White. Laporte out of the circle. And Soilis in. One back to the blue line, Boilar. Boilar off the end boards. And worked along the glass, Merite and Ivashkin. Finds its way out in front. Picked up by Fitzgerald on the near side. Fitzgerald will play it below the goal line. Lopez to the far side. Ivashkin. Ivashkin looked to wrap it around, and they score. Nikita Ivashkin wrapped it around and put it up over Harley White. It went off a few sticks, and the Black Bears strike first. For Nikita Ivashkin, his 33rd goal of the season and 63rd point. And that being the 27th shot of the night that Harley White had faced. Harley White adjusting his sweater, putting the blocker and glove back on. His helmet was knocked off in the process of the goal. And he's set to go. Center ice face-off. Levac held up at the circle. Picked up by Gullo. Gullo into the offense zone on the back end. Threw a shot, that one just across the crease of Forget. Levac, touch pass for Cudmore. Cudmore threw it on net. Blocked out in front. Levac finds Gullo. Gullo swiped at it. It'll be the Black Bears headed the other direction. Austin Thompson. Thompson gains the offensive zone. Plays for Ivashkin. Ivashkin down low. Thompson. Thompson couldn't get to it. Back out. Then Tate Leeson. 2-on-2. Leeson has Levac. And he's just going to play it in. Levac takes a hit along the glass. Shoveling at it is Tate Leeson. Finds its way out for Gullo. Touchdown by Brett Parker. Coming the other way, Lopez. Lopez for Ivashkin. Ivashkin smoothly into the offense zone. Holds on to the backhand. Played out in front. Harley White able to make a huge save. Chad Lopez was all alone on the back doorstep. And Harley White able to get across to make the save. Face off out to the blue line for JT Walters. Played in by Hunt. Pikarski lifting the stick there of Taylor Cutting. Plays for Hunt. We're going to have a penalty coming up. The first one going to be on the Black Bears tonight. Until they touch up. Dalton Anderson plays to the far side. Luke Richards. And now it's going to be touched by Binghamton. And it looks like it's going to be 2 minutes for elbowing to Taylor Cutting. Cutting to the box. And for the first time tonight, the Mammoth have a power play at 9:47.
It's an Elmira power play! This power play is brought to you by Kevin P. Flynn. Black Bears penalty to number 20, Taylor Cutting. 2 minutes for roughing.
Excuse me, it's a 2 minutes for a roughing call to Taylor Cutting.
At 10:13, second period.
The hit happened behind the net to Tyler Pikarski.
Section 113, our season ticket holder of the game.
Hey Mammoth fans, I'm here in section 113 with Stan and Judy Clark, our season ticket holders of the game. I have a t-shirt for you from the merchandise shop and a pretzel from our concession stand. Let's give a huge round of applause to our season ticket holders of the game.
Come on, fans, let's make some noise for the Elmira Mammoth on the power play.
Offensive zone face-off coming up here, and it's going to be won by Binghamton. JT Walters immediately clears it down. Harley White out of the net to play it. Pass off Christopher Maratea. And it'll be Maratea waiting behind the net. Maratea starts a breakout. Gains the red line and dumps it in. Jeremy Forget out of the net to play it. Tate Leeson. Didn't get all the pass, but Christopher Maratea pinches in to take it. Comes out for Newberg. Newberg with an opportunity. Newberg into the offensive zone. He'll skate in. Newberg shoots, and it's saved by Harley White. Puck still loose, but they are going to blow it dead. Josh Newberg was looking to go short-handed to give the Black Bears a 2-0 lead. That also gives Binghamton an offensive zone face-off. New power play group out there. Quick shot off the face-off by Thompson. Off the backboards. Soilus plays it for Cudmore. Cudmore will wait below the goal line. Pass up for Soilus. That pass extended too far. Fitzgerald picks up in the neutral zone. Going to dump it in. Kill more time. Mammoth without a shot here on their power play a minute in. Soilus up for McCartney. Plays back Soilus. Soilus stops in the neutral zone. Gains the red line. He's going to play it into himself. Skate after it. Soilus walking down. Stops at the goal line. Played off the boards by Fitzgerald. Leaves it off for Noah Wild. Now it's caught between a few skates. And Boilar clears the zone. A minute 30 gone on the penalty. Pikarski. Pass up, intercepted by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald into the offense zone. He'll skate in. Fitzgerald walks in, shoots, saved by White. Immediately the other way go the Mammoth. 4-on-1. Soilus into the offensive zone. Soilus has McCartney. Pass there for Tate Leeson. Leeson wasn't coming, but he'll pick it up. Leeson stops in the face-off dot with 5 left. He'll throw a shot on net. Forget makes the save. Back to Leeson. Leeson to the blue line, Cudmore, out of the box, Cutting. Back to Leeson. Leeson threw a shot on net, just wide of Forget. McCartney played it below the goal line, comes to the blue line, where Taylor Cutting able to play it into the neutral zone. Gets a piece of that one from Pikarski. Cutting walking in. Cutting pass out in front of Ivashkin, drop pass there. Shot blocker save, White. Soilus the other way. Pass looking for Tate Leeson, and it was behind Leeson. Black Bears pick up. Ivashkin skating in. Ivashkin, he'll throw a shot on a pad save, White. Another spectacular save by Harley White. JT Walters shoots and scores. For JT Walters, his second goal of the season. And off the rebound, picked it up in the high slot. And buried it. It's 2-0 Binghamton. I believe we potentially got a timeout here from Mike Cosentino.
Timeout, Elmira. Black Bears goal, scored by number 24.
So it is an Elmira Mammoth timeout.
Assistant to number 8.
After the second goal there from JT Walters. Mammoth only with 11 shots on net tonight against Jeremy Forget. And for Binghamton, they're at 33 shots. Last night, the Wolves put up 50 shots on Thomas Proudlock. He saved 49 of them. Now back to the center ice faceoff. Immediately picked up by Walters. Walters going to play it in right to the stick of Harley White. White up for Luke Richards. Richards to the far side for Cody Gibbs. Former teammates in Danbury, now teammates here in Elmira. It's shot out in front. Chris Maratillo was taken down. He's able to get back up. Cody Gibbs in the offense zone. He has Luke Richards with him. Into the far side. Gibbs. Hit from behind. Surprised we don't get a boarding call there. It's going to be Tyson Kirkby the other direction. Kirkby into the offense zone. Holds on to it. And it finds its way out for Dalton Anderson. Anderson for Gibbs. Gibbs pass up for Luke Richards. Richards able to play it back. It's going to be Dalton Anderson skating in. Anderson has Laporte with him in a 2-on-2. Cross ice, caught a few bodies, but kept in the offense zone. Tom McGuire. McGuire down low, Maratea. Maratea threw a shot on net. Forget made the save. Kyle Powell skates out with it. Brett Parker cuts to the center. Gets by Gullo. Now for Powell. A shot that's saved there by Harley White. It's off the back of the netting. Play will continue Up for Mo Levac. Levac into the offensive zone. Tom McGuire behind him. Levac on the backhand, skating in. Levac shoots, Forget saves.
Reminder fans, this is your last chance to buy Chocolate Pucks. Last chance to buy your
A hectic possession there between Harley White making a good save and Jeremy Forget on the other end doing the exact same thing. 5:49 to play in the second. Walters stops by the net, found for Thompson, gets leveled by Tom McGuire. Into the offensive zone, Ivashkin shoots and scores. Nikita Ivashkin's second goal of the game makes it 3-0 Black Bears. Three 0 Binghamton here with 5:37 to play. Chris Hunt off the sideboards. McCartney worked along the glass. It's played in deep to the near side. JT Walters. Caught in between the skates of Walters and Richards. Found at the half wall. Austin Thompson to the far side. Matthew Boilar. Boilar skating in. Boilar into the offensive zone. Goes to the far side. Plays it out in front. Sent out by Chris Hunt. Justin Coachman. Gonna play it in deep. Harley White hand raised, and we're gonna get an icing call at 5:07.
Thank you.
At the beginning of this period, I had mentioned I think one team's gonna separate themselves here in the second. Wouldn't stay 0-0 for the entire second period, and Binghamton jumping out to a 3-0 lead. This Mammoth team came back last time these two teams played in the third period, a game that they were down a couple goals. We'll see if they can potentially work their way back into this one. Found by Luke Richards. Richards to the far side corner, McCartney. McCartney has a bat off his stick. Nikita Ivashkin with a break. Ivashkin with 2 goals already skating in. He'll walk in, throw a shot on net, save by Harley White. White says no to the hat trick for now. To the far side, Luke Richards. Richards gains the offensive zone. Played by Dalton Anderson. Anderson threw a shot on net. That one missed the far side post. Banged off the backboard. Picked up at the near side by Ivashkin. Blake Cudmore in the defensive end. Pass up. Jumps over the stick of Soilis. Into the far side. Tyson Kirkby stabbing at it. And Newberg plays it in. Mac Lewis on the far side. Out for Jelenskis. Cudmore whiffed on the pass. To get back. Out to the blue line. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald threw a shot on net. Deflected by Mac Lewis, but a stick saved by White. Powell playing down low. Comes out right into the blue paint. Cudmore going to play it through. Jelenskis can't get to it. It's off the sideboards. Played in deep. Powell high off the glass. Into the defense zone. Hunt. Hunt D to D with Cudmore. Cudmore will pick up. He'll play it in. It rings around the boards. Played for Jelenskis. Jelenskis to the blue line. As they escape the zone. Hunt going to throw a shot on Forget. Forget keeps the puck in play. 3:20 remains in the second. 3-0 Binghamton lead. Now Binghamton will start to work their way through the neutral zone. Fitzgerald threw a few guys, walks to the offensive zone, shoots. Went up and over the net. Levac laid one on Cutting. Cutting talking to him from behind. And now they're having words. Cutting was tracking Mo Levac the entire way. Cutting known for his temper.
Elmira fans, you ready for your
Earlier in a game this season against Watertown, he actually dragged Tom McGuire out of the bench. And he's already had a few run-ins today. Been to the box once, trying to get into it with Noah Wild. Now Mo Levac. It wouldn't shock me if we see him in there in the third period. Looking at the recaps from the goals, Nikita Ivashkin, the first goal unassisted. The second one, JT Walters with the assist from Nikita Ivashkin and Chad Lopez. And the third goal, Nikita Ivashkin from Austin Thompson and Chad Lopez. Lopez with 2 assists today. And for Nikita Ivashkin, 3 more points. We talked about in the pregame, averaging 2 points per game. 3 today. It's good for 65 on the season. Now, I don't think anyone's going to catch Gus Ford in the points race here in the FPHL, but if anyone could do it, it has the potential to be Nikita Ivashkin, just with the way he plays his speed. Gus Ford right now at 83 points, and for Ivashkin, he is directly behind him, but now at 65. I just don't see anyone catching Gus Ford down in Carolina for the points lead. Back after the media timeout at 2:50, Hunt for Tate Leeson. Leeson, pass looking for Golo. It's off the backside of Tony D'Angelo. And now it's Cutting. Cutting on the backhand, shoots that one right through the crease. Gino D'Angelo skating down. Played out Golo. Golo gains the red line. He's going to play it in. Kept at the blue line, passing for Levac. Levac in the high slot. Jumps through a few guys, through a shot on net of Forget. Another nice save. As I mentioned, Jeremy Forget not tested too awful much today, but when he has been tested, the Princeton alum has done a very good job in between the pipes. 2:19 remains here in the second. In the face-off circle, Ivashkin comes away with it. It's played back in by Cody Gibbs. Now it's McCartney, and we're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be a slash on the Black Bears. Austin Thompson heading to the box. So a Mammoth power play here to look to try and get themselves back into this game. Down 3 goals to Binghamton with 2:13 to play here in the second. We're going to get a quick whistle before the face-off.
Black Bears penalty number 25, Austin Thompson. 2 minutes for slashing. That's Austin Thompson and the Black Bears.
Wild in the face-off circle. McCartney to the blue line. Cudmore working the point. Threw a shot on net on Forget. A blocker save to the far side corner. Richard McCartney. McCartney holding on to it. Will skate around. Hold on to the puck in the face-off circle. Cross-ice pass. Pikarski's shot. Saved by Forget. Few players jabbing at it, and it's out of play. What a pass there from McCartney. On the backside was Pikarski. And he had a good chance, but Forget, just another great save. New penalty killers coming on the ice for the Black Bears. No Wild on the face-off, so is to Cudmore. Cudmore wraps it in to the end boards. No Wild. Back for Soilus. Soilus on the near side. Soilus touches it for Cudmore. Comes to Pikarski at the point. Now across McCartney. McCartney throws it across for Soilus on the back door. Soilus couldn't get a touch. Kirkby on the backhand to the far side. Boilar able to clear it all the way down. First clear we see there from the Black Bears on this power play. 1:10 left on the man advantage. It'll be Pikarski waiting as the Mammoth start to send out that power play 1 unit with Tate Leeson, Mo Levac, and Nick Gullo. Piekarski playing it in. It's picked off by Kirkby momentarily. Piekarski tried to play it from the ground. He's taken down. Mac Lewis to the near side for Colin Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald playing it down low for Kirkby. Olevac on the back check. Able to get a piece of it. 40 seconds left here on the power play. Pass up for Tate Leeson. Leeson into the offense zone, working through the high slot. Goes to the far side. Saucer pass across. Maratea shoots, and another glove save for Jay. Good pass from Tate Leeson, a good shot from Chris Maratea, but a better save from Jeremy Forget. .39 seconds left in the period, 26 seconds left on the power play. It's Mammoth power play. 17.5% on the season. It's into the far side corner. Tate Leeson keeps it in the zone. It's held up at the blue line. Now it does finally clear out. And for the Black Bears, 83.7% on the penalty kill. It's good enough for third in the league. Slapping the stick. Maratea tried to throw one on net. It's picked up by Levac. 12 seconds left. Out of the box is Thompson. Levac looked to play it out in front. Finds Anderson at the blue line. He'll play it down low. 6 seconds left. Touched up by Leeson. Finds Levac. Levac shot on net. Forget makes the save. Maratea shoots. Another save for Forget. And that's the horn. A flurry of late shots there from the Mammoth to try and bury their first of the game. But Jeremy Forget has been up to the task all night long. And with that, the Black Bears break out for 3 goals here in the second period. Nikita Ivashkin with 2, JT Walters with 1, and at the end of 2, the Binghamton Black Bears lead the Elmira Mammoth by a score of 3-0. We're going to take a quick break here on the Elmira Mammoth Mixer and Elmira Mammoth YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Still a third period of hockey left to play between the Black Bears and the Mammoth. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to First Arena. The Binghamton Black Bears hold a 3-0 lead over the Elmira Mammoth. I'm Jake Johnson here on the Elmira Mammoth YouTube and Elmira Mammoth Mixler. Good to have everyone here tonight, and we get set for the third period of action between these two teams. But first, around the FPHL, Port Huron with a 3-1 lead over the Motor City Rockers, Carolina and Mississippi. That game currently all knotted up at 0. Danbury finally getting one across the board. Dmitry Kuznetsov netting one for the hat tricks. They're up 1-0. And Columbus holding a slim 1-0 lead over the Delaware Thunder. The Delaware Thunder coming away with a win last night. And interestingly enough, the Delaware Thunder, they hold the longest winning streak right now in the FPHL at 3 games. Both teams retake the ice. 2 penalties apiece between these two teams. And at the 20 minutes on the board, Mammoth looking to get a goal here quick. And they're going to win the opening faceoff of the third period. Tom McGuire on the far side. Drop pass there for Cudmore. Cudmore up for Anderson. Anderson into the offensive zone. He'll throw a shot on net. Forget with a pad save. The 20th save on the night for Jeremy Forget. Fitzgerald. We're going to clear the zone. Intercepted there by Chris Hunt. Hunt walking down the high slot. A stick sent flying. That one in the possession of Josh Newberg. And the puck clears down to the defensive zone. Blake Cudmore await. The Mammoth get on some fresh legs. 30 seconds into this third period. Laporta drop pass there for Cudmore. Cudmore's pass off the back of the netting. Shot coming on Harley White. He makes a save. Then the initial, it's scored. The rebound shot from Josh Newberg finds the back of the net. A costly turnover there for the Mammoth. And in 19-13, it's 4-0 Black Bears. The initial shot was saved there by Harley White, but the rebound opportunity poked away by Josh Newberg. Center ice face-off. Now it's played down in the offensive zone. Richard McCartney on the far side. Picked up by Laporte. Laporte threw a shot on net. That one goes high off the glass. Richard Ulenskis pinches in. Held up on the gas with Laporte. And Ulenskis. Chad Lopez skating away. Pass for Powell. Powell looks to go tape to tape with Lopez. It jumps off his stick. Goes to the far side in front of the Mammoth bench. Played back for Boilar. Boilar and Laporte combined. Walensky's battling with Boilar. Now he lays a hit on Laporte. It's dumped in. Fresh legs on for the Mammoth. Nikita Ivashkin skating through. Ivashkin with some good stick handling walks in the offensive zone. He has 2 goals under his name tonight. Back for Gullo. Gullo up for Tom McGuire. McGuire into the offensive zone. McGuire threw a shot on net. That one goes over Forget's shoulder. McGuire shoots again, and a pad save Forget. 2-on-2 the other direction. Thompson with Nikita Ivashkin. Gullo back on defense. Drop pass there. D'Angelo. D'Angelo going down low for Thompson. Thompson lost his edge. Goes sliding to the ice. Now Leeson goes sliding down. And flinging it back was J.T. Walters into his own zone. D'Angelo for Coachman. Coachman for J.T. Walters. To the far side, Justin Coachman looking for D'Angelo. Dalton Anderson off the bench, playing it down low for Chris Hunt. Hunt skating in. Couldn't get a shot off. He was hampered there by the Black Bears defense. Cutting. Able to clear the puck out of the zone. Delayed offsides on Elmira. Brett Parker leaves for Justin Coachman. 17:20 remaining here in the third. 4-0 Binghamton lead. Goes all the way down. Brett Parker beats the puck to the line. No icing. A shot that just rings off the bar. Soilus flips it up into the neutral zone. J.T. Walters D-to-D with Coachman. Coachman pass up, and Brett Parker chips it in. Cody Gibbs with cutting on his bat. Slammed into the glass. Pass out front for Parker. Parker shot saved. Now Newberg. Unable to keep it at the blue line was Fitzgerald. And it's going to be a slash on Josh Newberg. At 16:42, the Mammoth will head to their third power play of the game. No power plays goals scored yet in this game. Both teams with 2 opportunities each. And both teams penalty kill 2 for 2.
This power play is brought to you by the office of Kevin P. Flynn.
Gallo on the face-off with Tyson Kirkby.
Josh Newberg, 2 minutes.
Tate Leeson along the blue line. He's going to wait. Drop pass there for Maratea. Maratea to the far side, able to keep it in the offense zone. Levac back to Maratea. Maratea plays it down low for Gullo. Gullo back to the blue line. Maratea. Maratea with a drive save for Jay. 19 seconds into this power play, the Mammoth have their first shot. Gullo on the face-off. It's played below the goal line. Levac skating out to pick up. And Forget going to hold on to it with a glove. The record between these two teams, 4-1 this season. Elmira, their lone win came in the last game, which was 6-5. But prior to that, the games in November and early on in October, Binghamton dominated in those contests. A few 6-3 scores, a 10-1 score, and then a 4-2 score. Binghamton able to clear the zone. Tate Leeson in the defensive end, drop pass Maratea. Maratea. Pass up, looking for Dalton Anderson. It's behind him. And dumped back in. Harley White way out of the net to play it. Finds Levac at the far blue line. And now there's going to be a whistle. It'll be an offside on the Black Bears. .114 remaining on the Flynn power play. 15:56 in regulation. Richards plays back to Cody Gibbs. Gibbs D-to-D with Piekarski. They'll play catch. Gibbs through center ice. Flubbed on the pass. Played back in by Thompson. Thompson between the legs. Brett Parker. Parker has it checked off his stick by Piekarski. And that's going to bring a whistle as Brett Parker got sent flying into the end board. And Tyler Piekarski just talking it over with the official for the call. And it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. Mammoth power play evaporates. So 4-on-4 for the next 58 seconds.
Elmira penalty.
Maratea
Number 6,
to the far side.
2 minutes for roughing.
2 minutes for roughing to Tyler Piekarski is the call. Blake Cudmore pass up. Can't connect with Dalton Anderson. Forget elects not to touch it, but no icing. JT Walters methodically through the defense zone. Goes for Coachman. Coachman gonna play it in. Along the half wall, first one to it, Blake Cudmore. He'll play it below the goal line, Christopher Maratea, and he'll wait. 15 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Laporte receives the pass. He'll go cross ice, rink wide. Matt for Nick Gullo. Gullo shoots. A blocker save for Jay. And Walters gonna pick up the puck. 2-on-2. Newberg out of the box. Now a power play opportunity here for the Black Bears. Cudmore able to drop it back below to the far side. Now back up for Mo Levac. Levac with a silky move by, but couldn't handle it. Goes for Thompson. Thompson drop pass in his own zone for Fitzgerald. And now the Black Bears will wait. 40 seconds remaining on their power play. Ivashkin skating into the offense zone. Ivashkin pass out in front and a save there. Shot coming on a one-timer from Austin Thompson. Fitzgerald threw it on net. That one goes up and over the cage. Played up for Levac. Levac able to clear the zone. Lopez, rink wide pass for Kirkby. Kirkby pass off the glove of Levac, and Cudmore flips it up. Just bounces past the blue line with 10 left on the penalty to Piekarski. Ivashkin will pick up, and he'll gain the zone. Ivashkin through the high slot. Couldn't get through the fourth body in Cody Gibbs. Levac played to the far side for Nick Gullo. Gullo touches it for Piekarski out of the box. Piekarski in. Piekarski shoots, save there. Tyler Piekarski had a huge break. But Jeremy Forget with another great save. 13:20 left in regulation. A heads-up play there from Nick Gullo to find Piekarski, who was screaming out of the box. Touched up there. Chance for Soylis. Soylis down low. Hunt. Hunt walking into the back end. It's saved. Now a foot race with McGuire and Newberg. Newberg plays to the near side corner. Mac Lewis along the wall for Brett Parker. Maratea there along the glass. And a few sticks working at it. Waiting for the puck to escape. 12:42 remains in regulation. It's held along the skates. Finally works its way out for Newberg. Powell to the far side. Shot coming on Boilar. He was looking for a tip. Back to Powell. Powell one-time drive. Into the corner. Newberg gets back to it. Back to the blue line. Powell plays it back in deep. Off the skate of McGuire. Played up by Hunt. Lewis will keep and elect to play in. He'll go for a change. Harley White rims it to the far side. Boilar. Battling Brett Parker with Christopher Maratea. Nikita Ivashkin looked to wrap it in. Picked up in the slot by Chad Lopez. Batted down by Laporte. Laporte pass up for Chris Hunt. Hunt one-on-one with Powell. Tom McGuire comes to join. Pass for McGuire. He couldn't get enough of it. Pass out in front for McCartney. He shoots. Saved. McCartney on the backhand. Now McGuire taking shots. Now McGuire pushing and shoving. McGuire going at it with Boilar. McGuire with a right. Another right. Boilar underneath. Takes down McGuire. More shots being thrown. Tom McGuire and Matthew Boilar going at it. Tom McGuire was initially looking for the calls. The officials completely missed on the ground. McGuire was getting pummeled before the fight even happened. And that's why he was upset. And now they're both going to head to the box. 11:40 remains here in the period, and we're going to take our under 15-minute media timeout. Another Umpire Division game right now. Danbury with another goal, making it 2-0 over the Watertown Wolves. Michael Marcheshan with the goal. 4 minutes after the first one. Columbus still up 1-0 over the Delaware Thunder.
You can claim your prize at the merchandise stand.
Kirk Underwood the lone goal in that game. That one way back in the first period, as they're at the break in Columbus. And both teams going to return to the ice here at First Arena. And actually, it looks like they are going to give the call. It wasn't a missed call after all. Taylor Cutting going to go into the box. Initially, there was no hands raised for the call. That's why it looked like a missed call. But now it is a Mammoth power play. It's immediately cleared down off the faceoff. Harley White to the far side for Nick Gullo. Pass up Tate Leeson. Leeson into the offensive end. Tate Leeson skating down. Kirkby on his back. Held up along the blue line. Maratea plays for Levac. Levac for Tate Leeson. Leeson couldn't get to it. It's off the backside there of Tate. Now played out in front to the blue line Maratea. Mammoth keep possession. Maratea cross ice finds Levac. Levac in the near side face-off circle for Anderson. Anderson shot coming on Forget, and he'll make the save.
2 minutes for roughing and 5 for fighting.
So it is 2 minutes for roughing to Matthew Boilar.
All 3 penalties at 8:20 third period.
And Taylor Cutting serving that penalty.
It's a Mammoth power play. It's power play.
So a Mammoth power play here at 10:55 remaining in the regulation of this game. And immediately cleared down again by the Black Bears. No power play goals have been scored tonight. 44 shots on net tonight by the Black Bears. Harley White making 40 saves. For Jeremy Forget, 25 shots faced, 25 saves. Nick Gullo behind the net with 45 ticks left here on the power play. Hands off for Christopher Maratea. Maratea drops for Gullo. Gullo for Cudmore. Cudmore back to Gullo. Gullo through center ice. Pass off Levac. Levac cross ice Maratea. Maratea with a shot, and that one just pushed wide of Forget. Cudmore able to keep it in the offensive zone. He'll throw a shot on net. That one blocked by Newberg and up and in to the crowd. 18 seconds left on the power play with under 10 minutes in regulation. And with that, we're going to take our 10-minute media timeout. We're going to take a quick break here on the Elmira Mammoth YouTube and Elmira Mammoth Mixer.
Attention to the video board.
And welcome back here into the First Arena press box. All broadcasters need a drink of water every once in a while. At 9:58 here in regulation, an 18-second power play now for Elmira. Luke Richards on the face-off. Held up in the circle. The near side picked up by Soilis. Soilis changes direction, plays it down low. It's out in front, pass across, and a shot, and they score! Richie McCartney's first as an Elmira Mammoth makes things 4-1. It's a power play goal as well for Elmira. Their first of the night. You get a good look at it here. McCartney on the far side took a shot, and it just beat Forget on the far side. It was a low wrister that beat Jeremy Forget. It looked like McCartney was trying to go up top with it. Let's look at a better angle over here. His shot, he kind of just missed it. He was trying to go up top, but he didn't get all of it. So the puck just beat Forget on the pad side. Regardless, the Mammoth have their first goal of the game. And they're looking for another one here. Richards cross ice for McCartney. McCartney tried to play it down low. Immediately found the possession of Chad Lopez. Into the defensive end, Pikarski. Pikarski pass up Soilis. Soilis has it worked off his stick by Powell. Off the back of the skate of Ivashkin. McCartney skating in. Threw it on Jeremy Forget. Chasing after it, McCartney, which causes Forget to freeze the puck. For McCartney, his first goal as a Mammoth, and for Luke Richards, his first point as an Elmira Mammoth. He had 21 points in Danbury. It's going to be his 15th assist of the season. Offensive zone faceoff, won by JT Walters. He'll skate out with it. Mac Lewis through center ice off the skate of Meritea. Levac immediately the other direction. Levac stops on a dime, plays down low for Leeson. Now Gullo with a shot, batted up in the air, caught and played down by Mac Lewis. Leeson in the faceoff circle. Out to the blue line for Meritea. Meritea shoots a stick save. Forget guided to the near side wall. And Nick Gullo lays a body there on Mac Lewis. And then Kirkby exchange whacks of the stick. It's played into the neutral zone. Cody Gibbs behind the cage. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Gullo plays back, takes the hit there from Cutting. Meritea off the half wall for Chris Hunt. Hunt, saucer pass across. Nobody home to it, but no icing as Fitzgerald touched it up before it got to Forget. Keeps the puck in play. Fitzgerald circles behind the net. Fitzgerald still waiting for it, killing a lot of time. Now going to skate out with it on the far side. Flips the pass up for Kyle Powell. Powell into the offensive zone. Powell threw a shot on net just wide of Harley White. And it ricochets all the way back into the neutral zone. Colin Fitzgerald plays it into the offensive zone. Blake Cudmore flips it back to the neutral zone. Back for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald right through the high slot, working down with it. Batted off the stick by Dalton Anderson. Through the legs of McCartney. McCartney skating out with it. Touched by Chris Hunt. And Kyle Powell with a good play. And Taylor Cutting holding his knee right out in front of the bench. Play going to still continue here. He's crawling into the Black Bears bench. Play going to continue. It's Laporte going the other direction. Laporte, shot on net. Forget able to hold on to it. Now the trainer going to go over and take a look at Taylor Cutting. Came up holding his knee right in front of the Binghamton bench. It didn't look like he took a hit or anything. You hate to see non-contact injuries if that's the case on Taylor Cutting. Luke Richards comes away with the face-off, takes a stick up high from Justin Coachman. And it's just going to be, it's going to be a high stick there from JT Walters. So Walters to the box. And the Mammoth are going to get another power play opportunity here. Down 3 with 7:05 remaining in regulation. Off the face-off. It's cleared down by the Black Bears.
JT Walters, 2 minutes for hooking. That's Walters for hooking at 12:55, third period.
Waiting with it is Chris Meritea. For now, Tate Leeson. Leeson. Drop past Meritea. And it's played in. Forget able to get a stick on it. Kyle Powell able to clear the zone. In a foot race now, Tyson Kirkby with Nick Gold coming way out is Harley White. A good play there from the netminder. Kirkby shoots, and a block there from Gullo. Back out to the point, Fitzgerald. Kirkby dropping the gloves. Meritea does not want to go. Now there looks to be a party in the Binghamton box. Kirkby dropped the gloves. I didn't see initially what happened with Meritea. So we'll see what the calls end up being. It looks like it's just going to be even. 2 minutes on the board to Maratea, 2 minutes on the board to Tyson Kirkby. Still a minute 21 on the JT Walters penalty. This is 6:26. Off the face-off, Luke Richards skates to it. Batted back in by Austin Thompson.
Penalty number 17, Tyson Kirby. Mammoth penalty number 33, Chris Maratea. Both 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike.
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct to both guys. McCartney for Soilis. Back to McCartney down low. McCartney pass for Soilis. A good defensive play there from Coachman to the blue line, Piekarski. Piekarski plays it for McCartney. McCartney back for Piekarski. Across for Richards. Richards couldn't get it off. And that one going to go into the Black Bears bench and out of play. And off the face-off, Coachman 200 feet down. 40 seconds remaining in the JT Walters penalty. 5:40 in regulation. Chris Hunt waits with it behind the net. Up goes Stavros Soilis. Soilis into the offensive end. He's going to skate to the far side. Hold on to it. Pass off for Piekarski. Piekarski along the half wall for McCartney. McCartney in the face-off circle. Waiting with it. Stick handling, cross ice for Hunt. Hunt to the blue line for Piekarski. Piekarski back to Hunt. Hunt left for Piekarski. Piekarski down low for Richards. Jumps off the stick of Richards. Out of the box goes JT Walters. McCartney taken down right out of the dot. And it's Brett Parker skating in. Parker into the offensive zone. Gets a shot off on Harley White. It'll be Chris Hunt going the other direction. Penalty coming up here on the Mammoth. It's going to be on Stavros Soilis. Kyle Powell in the offensive zone. His shot saved by White at 4:38. Interference is the call to Stavros Soilis. So immediately after their power play, the Black Bears going to head to one of their own. Last media timeout here from First Arena. Look ahead to tomorrow. The Elmira Mammoth will take on the Watertown Wolves. A 3 o'clock start time for that. Mammoth beat the Wolves last night by a score of 4-1. And with the way it looks right now, with the Mammoth fall to Binghamton and unable to mount a comeback in these last 5 minutes, and Watertown trailing Danbury now 2-1. They were able to put a goal across. They were able to put 2 goals across just now. Larry Yellowknee and Don Carter Jr. 2 goals within 2 minutes of each other, so that game tied. But if the Wolves do fall, it's going to be a battle for 3rd place in the Empire Division come tomorrow afternoon, with both teams sitting in 3rd place at 39 points in the standings. And a Binghamton win here and a Danbury loss would be huge for the Black Bears to get a little bit closer to the top of the division. So an upcoming power play, and immediately off the face-off, cleared down by Cudmore. Kyle Powell for Thompson. Back to Powell. And Powell away. Hands off for Nikita Ivashkin. Ivashkin with 2 goals tonight for the Black Bears. He has 3 points, and he's taken off the puck there by Tom McGuire. Fitzgerald at the blue line. One-timer there, Powell in a rocket of a shot. And it goes off the top of the glove of Harley White. Played to the far side. Off the end boards, Tate Leeson picks up. He looked to fling it down. It's off the side of McGuire and trickles across the blue line. 1:10 left here on the power play. Pass out in front. Shot coming on and a blocker save. Thompson back to Ivashkin. Now for Powell. Powell for Ivashkin. Ivashkin skating in. He shoots that one blocked. Tom McGuire skating out for it. McGuire through center ice. Skating into the offensive zone. He's all alone. Taken down to a knee through a shot on Forget. Out for Anderson. Anderson shot. Rockets right to Powell. Good play there from Tom McGuire. Or the D zone to the O zone. Get a good shot there on Forget. Under 30 seconds remaining on the power play here for Binghamton. Yelensky skating in. Yelensky's with a break. Walks in the offensive zone to the backhand. Gets taken down in between the net. Yelensky's goes flying into Forget. Play continues. No penalty coming on that. Forget seems to be upright. Good to go. As well as Yelensky's. Mammoth were looking for a shorthanded goal. Out of the box is Soilus. Mammoth successful tonight on the penalty kill. Each time. 2.5 remaining in regulation. Rink-wide pass for Boilar. Now JT Walters pass up for Mac Lewis. Lewis to the far side, played off the boards by Newberg. Newberg down below the goal line to the near side. Takes a body there from Cody Gibbs. Chris Hunt for Justin Laporte. Laporte into the offensive zone. Fans on the pass, and it's off the backside of Coachman. Coachman going to pick up. Backhands a pass through the neutral zone. Picked up at the stick of Gibbs. Only 2 minutes left here in first arena. Cudmore, D-to-D with Gibbs. Gibbs going to leave it off for Richards. Richards up for Levac. Levac 2-on-2 with Laporte. Touches it up for Laporte. Finds Richards on the far side. Richards skating in through a shot on net. Forget makes the save. Under 90 seconds left here in regulation. A 4-1 game. Off the face-off, it's up into the air, now caught by Tate Leeson. Played in by Ivashkin. Thompson dumps it in. Thompson plays chase. Harley White way out of the net to play it. Picked up by Levac. Levac, his pass off the skates of Tate Leeson. And it was pushed too far. Chad Lopez. Lopez into the offensive zone. Tried to play it through Cudmore. Cudmore looks like he took a high stick up to the face. No call. Play continues. Ivashkin on the backhand. Skating in. Ivashkin taking down. Ivashkin really looking to get this hat trick. Time the puck touches his stick. He's not looking to pass it. He's looking to rip. Under 45 seconds left here in regulation. Comes to Harley White. White with a fancy move between the legs. Leeson looked to play it by Fitzgerald. At the red line, Chad Lopez stolen back by Leeson. Leeson walking in and tried to drag by, but a good play by Boilar to take care of the puck. Chad Lopez into the offense zone, found for Ivashkin. Ivashkin skating in on the backhand. Touches it for Fitzgerald. Played and picked up by Pikarski. 10 seconds left. Tate Leeson kicks it along. Picked up by Lopez. Lopez shoots, it goes high off the glass. 3 seconds. Played for Ivashkin. It's to the stick of Cody Gibbs. And that's the final. The Binghamton Black Bears lead 4-1 and get the victory over the Elmira Mammoth. The Black Bears move to 26-9-2. And the Mammoth, they're going to fall to 12-22-4 with a chance against the Watertown Wolves tomorrow afternoon, right here at First Arena. It's going to be a 3 o'clock puck drop for that one. The Mammoth looking to get another win against the Wolves, very similar to what they did Friday night in the Watertown Municipal Arena. This one had it all. It had some good fights. It had some good goals, and it had some great goaltending. Harley White making 41 saves tonight, and Jeremy Forget 30 saves, just allowing the 1 goal off the stick of Richard McCartney. The scoring recap: Nikita Ivashkin with the first goal from Chad Lopez and Colin Fitzgerald. Then JT Walters from Austin Thompson and Chad Lopez. Ivashkin again from Thompson and Chad Lopez. Then it was Josh Newberg from Tyson Kirkby. And then Richard McCartney from Luke Richards. Well, that's going to do it from the press box here at First Arena. I'm Jake Johnson, signing off. Everyone have a great rest of your night.